welcome to the Chronicles, told by the Oracle. Cases of the missing, murdered, and unsolved. I'd like to thank everyone for watching today, and don't forget to head over to thecertifiedoracle.com where you'll find source information for today's episode. And be sure to hit that like and subscribe button so you never miss a case. Let's get started with Chronicle number 30. The Catherine Ruth Malcolmson case. The year was 1985. Hanging out at the arcade with your friends before catching a movie on Friday was totally tubular. Maybe tonight, National Lampoon's European Vacation, The Goonies, or the one that everyone was waiting to see, Teen Wolf, starring Michael J. Fox. Cruising home listening to some Madonna, Crazy for You, or perhaps Prince's Raspberry Beret. Arriving home, hearing sounds of the TV. Maybe your parents are watching the comedy 227, Cheers, or something more heartfelt like Family Ties. Whatever the case may be, you're grabbing a Lunchable, some Sour Patch Kids, and heading to your room. All of this was no longer a reality for one family's daughter. She would vanish, never to be seen or heard from again. Catherine Ruth Malcolmson was a 16-year-old young lady known to her friends and family as Kathy. She was born on April 17, 1969, to John and Mary. By the time she was 16, her parents had been divorced for 3 years, but remained friends as they had a son and daughter together. Kathy stood 5'4" and weighed 110 pounds, with brown hair that she dyed bleach blonde, and blue eyes. She was a kind and overall well-liked young lady. Kathy lived in Stowe, Massachusetts with her mother and older brother. Her brother had just graduated high school, and Kathy was in good spirits. It was August 13th, a Tuesday. Kathy was dressed in a short-sleeved striped shirt, blue jeans, and had on 2 bracelets and a silver ring. She was carrying her gray pocketbook as she waved goodbye to her mom and headed off on her Murray bicycle to start the 15-minute ride to the IGA, where she was a cashier in Hudson, Massachusetts. When Kathy failed to arrive at work that day, her boss thought it was odd. Kathy had only worked there for 2 months, but she had never missed work. She had proven herself to be very reliable. When Mary answered the phone, she was surprised to hear Kathy's boss. He asked her if Kathy was there. Mary told him that she had already left and should have arrived at work by now. He then told Mary that Kathy had not arrived. Mary called the police to report her daughter missing. She also called her ex-husband, John. He immediately came over. The police classified her as a runaway, as they often do. Later, the police admitted that she probably did not leave on her own, and they suspected foul play was involved. On October 9, 1985, a case that was getting a lot more attention was that of a 9-year-old girl named Sarah Pryor. She was out for a walk one day in her hometown of Wayland, Massachusetts. This is less than 10 miles from where Kathy was last seen, when Sarah vanished without a trace. Although Sarah was much younger than Kathy, she was very tall for her age, and because of this, police believe some may have thought she was a teenager. With Sarah's case getting a lot of attention, it made law enforcement focus more on Kathy's case as well. Based on the location and time between the disappearances, the police believed these 2 cases were connected somehow. The prime suspect in both cases was a man named John Robert Wortley. He was serving 17 months in a Texas prison for the 1967 murder of a 15-year-old girl. When he was released, he headed for Massachusetts. He found a place in Sherborne, which is less than 20 miles from Stowe. The police have found no evidence linking him to either case. Wortley is currently incarcerated in Texas on a parole violation. 3 months after Kathy vanished, he kidnapped a Newton, Massachusetts woman and assaulted her. This was just 1 month after Sarah Pryor's murder. In 2011, Wortley was up for parole at the age of 67, and he was denied. He has maintained that he is innocent when it comes to any involvement in either girl's case. The family still would like to know what happened to their daughter and little sister. Perhaps one day that question will be finally answered. If you have any information in this case, please call the Stowe, Massachusetts Police Department at 978-897-4545. I want to thank everyone for watching again, and don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share this case so I can continue helping families of the missing, murdered, and unsolved. As always, this is the Chronikle, signing off.